If you think Muslim societies declined because the West conspired against us, then this video will shatter that illusion. If you believe the greatness of Muslim scientists proves our intellectual glory, then wait till you hear how those same scientists were treated by their own people. Listen till the end, because this is the part of history no one wants you to know. Whenever anyone laments the downfall of today's Islamic societies, angry voices immediately rise to list the achievements of Muslim scientists. And that is precisely why the greatest misunderstanding must be cleared today. The criminals of knowledge, the thinkers who were punished for questioning, are the same people we now parade as heroes. The age when asking a question was a crime, a strange time it was, when inquiry was a sin, thought was forbidden, and knowledge was a lamp whose light pierced the eyes of religion's self-appointed guardians. Those whom we proudly call Muslim scientists today were the very ones persecuted, exiled, humiliated, and in some cases killed by the same religious structures that now claim ownership over their brilliance. History has been so ruthless that it lifts the oppressed upon the shoulders of their oppressors and crowns them with the title of a Golden Age. Ibn Rushd, Averroes, a philosopher whose very ideas were treated as crimes, when Muslim pulpits thundered, "Whoever owns a book of Ibn Rushd, burn it immediately." Nobody imagined these same books would illuminate the European mind centuries later. The greatest insult to knowledge is not that it was banned, but that the very people who banned it now wear its achievements like medals. Ibn al-Haytham, the master of light, trapped in the darkness of fear, the man who taught the world the science of optics, survived only by pretending to be insane to escape religious persecution. His library was his prison, yet that prison became a lighthouse for the world. Those who fear knowledge have always been the same, ignorant themselves, yet terrified of others' enlightenment. Ibn Sina, Avicenna, the king of medicine, but an accused heretic, the author of the Book of Healing and the Salvation, was in his lifetime branded as irreligious. He was forced into hiding, captured, imprisoned, and even at his death, scholars issued decrees forbidding his funeral prayer. Today, those very books are taught in medical schools with great pride, never realizing they once tried to kill the very mind that wrote them. Al-Farabi, the second teacher, yet one of the most hated in his time, accused of spreading Greek corruption, chased from city to city, condemned by scholars who believed that any knowledge not rooted in scripture was dangerous. For the intoxicated religious mind, the greatest threat has always been reason. Al-Kindi, the first philosopher and the first criminal of thought. His books were seized and beaten with sticks until the pages tore apart. His crime? Teaching philosophy, encouraging questions, inviting people to think beyond the boundaries enforced by rigid dogma. Every new door was labeled a fitna. Every old chain was declared sacred. Umar Khayyam, Al-Razi, Ibn Khaldun, all prisoners of the same crime, independent thought. They laid the foundations of algebra, pushed medicine and chemistry forward, invented scientific methodology, reshaped history and sociology, but in their lifetimes, they were branded as heretics, irreligious, misguided, and worthy of death. A society addicted to blind reverence fears inquiry and never recognizes its true benefactors. So the real question is not, what did Muslim scientists achieve? The real question is, how did Muslims treat the very people they now proudly claim as their own? Their books were burned, their voices silenced, their minds locked away. And after centuries, those same locks were hung around their necks as symbols of a glorious past. The tragedy of religious minds has always been the same. They declared reason as heresy and appointed the ignorant as its protectors. That is why intellectual bankruptcy dominates so many Muslim societies today. They proudly claim these scientists as part of their Islamic heritage, yet still reject the questions, the rebellion, the rationality, the courage that made those men great. They learn nothing from history. Even today, anyone who questions is branded as heretic, liberal, agent, or even Qadiani. And instead of answers, mobs echo the old slogans of blasphemy and threats of violence.